Another source of farm power is mechanical power. Nowadays, this mechanical power is somehow common. This is a farm power from tractors and other vehicles and machines with fuel engine. So tractors that can be used to pull trailers, they can be used to pull trailers, disc plows, seed drills, harvesters, as well as even some spraying equipments. I think we looked at this on farm mechanization, whereby we looked on the tractor drone implements. So those implements, they will most of the times they are drawn or they are pulled by the tractors. But this tractor itself, we're saying that the source of farm power should be mechanical. How best can we improve mechanical power? One way is just by servicing tractors timely, such as changing oil filters, as well as even fuel filter. So timely servicing of the tractors can be one way of improving mechanical power. Otherwise, if it is damaged while in operational, it means some of the activities may not be done in time. And also practicing preventive maintenance, like repairs should be done before a big problem appears, before problems are critical. So we're saying that we should practice preventive maintenance. As soon as you see a problem, make sure that you deal with it before it is critical. Just because buying a machine or a tractor is much more expensive. In terms of advantage, the operations are done really in time. It is very, very fast. So most of the operations in the farm, they are done in time. And also precision of operation is high. Once you set, let's say when it comes to those seed planters, you set in advance that the seeds should be sown, let's say 15 centimeters apart. So you set your equipment. If it is 15 centimeters apart, it will really be 15 centimeters apart, rather than using animal power or other sources of farm power. In terms of precision, is not there. But if you use mechanical power, we're saying that precision of operations is high. And also improvement of work environment can be there, just because people will not be tired at all. So the work environment will be good. And also reduction of drudgery of labor. We're talking of the machines. They will not be tired at all. So there'll be no time whereby maybe the machine will be resting just because maybe it is tired. So the machine cannot get tired. Therefore, the work will just be going on and on without resting at all. So it will reduce drudgery of labor. And also allows farm expansions for economies of scale. Since we're saying that the operations are done in time, just because the machines are very, very fast, therefore it allows farmers to do farm expansions. In terms of disadvantages, mechanical power, there is high cost, more especially in buying the tractors. As already mentioned, the tractors are very, very expensive to buy. We are talking of millions and millions of kwachas. And also expensive to run. You have bought your machine, but also in order for you to put into use that machine, it is also costly. For example, when it comes to fuel is also costly. Changing oil, what and what, maintenance, so it is expensive to run the machines. Apart from that, it is not environmental friendly. Pollution too much, so it will pollute the atmosphere, leading even to global warming. And also scarcity of spare parts. Most of the times these tractors are not made here in Malawi. Most of them, they are made outside the country. So definitely we may not even have a factory to make the spare parts for the tractors or for these machines. Therefore, we're talking of scarcity of spare parts. And also lack of skills for servicing tractors. Most of the times, in order for you to do the maintenance of the tractor, at least you should have enough skills. So, in the country, since we're saying that there is no factory at all to make these tractors, definitely it will be difficult to train the mechanics so that they should be servicing the tractor. So we lack skills. There is lack of skills for servicing tractors. Most of the times it means those mechanicals, they will be learning into when it comes to theory, but practical, uh, there'll be not much of practical. Apart from that, not applicable to small scale farmers. We're talking of the tractor, which is very, very expensive. You cannot waste such source of farm power on a small scale uh, plot or small scale farms. Otherwise, you may end up investing more, and the output will be less. The output will be less. So that's not the aim of doing involving yourself in agricultural production. It is the aim of each and every farmer to maximize the profit. So you may not maximize profit on a small scale farm if you are using mechanical power. Apart from that, the weight may cause soil compaction. We learned about soil degradation, and one of the way how the soil can be degraded is through soil compaction. So use of heavy machines may cause soil compaction, leading to soil degradation. Then we have biogas farm power. Biogas is a flammable gas like methane, which is produced when organic matter is decomposed by microorganisms within a range of temperature. So there are three main stages in which production of biogas can be done. The first stage is pre-treatment, where unwanted materials are removed, breaking large substrate and production of liquid mixture as feed for anaerobic digester. So pretreatment is the first stage in the production of biogas. We're saying that at this stage you remove unwanted materials, and also you break large substrates. The substrate which you are using to form biogas, if they are large, make sure that you break them so that they should be of small particles, and also production of liquid mixture. Apart from that, another stage of in the production of biogas is digestion, where numerous groups of anaerobic bacteria digest the substrate through fermentation. Here on digestion, we're saying that we just need anaerobic bacteria, not aerobic bacteria. Aerobic bacteria are the ones which will use oxygen during respiration, but anaerobic bacteria, they use carbon dioxide. So these ones, anaerobic bacteria, are the ones which are recommended here, so that fermentation should be formed. Fermentation should be formed. The last stage is this sludge treatment, where you drying to ease transportation and dump. So these are the three main stages in the production of biogas. Ways of improving biogas power may be adding some small amount of minor inorganic nutrients to stimulate bacterial activities. So we can improve biogas power just by adding this just small amount of minor inorganic nutrients. These inorganic nutrients, they are the ones which will stimulate bacterial activities. Those anaerobic bacteria, in order for them to work well, at least they will need some minor inorganic nutrients. And also by adding suitable enzymes to the substrates. In order for the digestion, remember stage 2, we're mentioning of the digestion taking place. So it is recommended to add suitable enzymes so that digestion should be done perfectly. And also fitting the digester facility with the biogas optimizer. So just by fitting the digester facility with the biogas optimizer can also really help to improve biogas power, rather than just by watching those substrates to uh, decompose, then the gas should be produced. So if you at least fit some digester facilities, and also with the biogas optimizer, at least it will be easy for the substrate to be digested, as well as the gas to be released from it. Biogas power has got some advantages, and one of it is renewable, meaning once used, it can be replenished. So it is a very good source of power, rather than those ones which are non-renewable. Once used, they cannot be replenished, but biogas can be replenished. And also it is environmental friendly. Environmental friendly. More especially if you control in terms of production of that gas methane. That gas methane can be dangerous, but if you control so that it should not be emitted into the atmosphere, it can be environmental friendly. And also provides environmental sanitation by taking out waste. The waste are the ones rather which are used in the production of the gas, which is used as biogas power. So we're saying that therefore it improves environmental sanitation. In terms, instead of us just throwing the trash, those trash or those waste are the ones which will be used, so that we can generate power out of that. And also anaerobic digestion kills the pathogens in animals, which reduce the spread of waterborne diseases. So anaerobic digestion was saying that may help to kill some of the pathogens which may cause diseases in animals. If that is the case, it will reduce the spread of waterborne diseases. In terms of disadvantages, it is not a very pleasant job. Since we're talking about the production of methane, that methane can be dangerous to uh, uh, to a human being. So we're saying that it is not a pleasant job. And also even taking those waste is really they do smell. So that's why I was saying that it is not a very pleasant job. It's not a decent job anyway. It needs a continuous supply of manure in order for you to produce the gas continuously. It will also require you to continuously be supplying the manure. If you stop, It means the gas will also be stopped to be produced. It is difficult to store in a cylinder. So the last source of power is the solar power. This is the energy from sunlight. So solar power, the panels and cells are used to trap the sun rays, which are converted into electrical energy. So the solar power can be used for drying clothes, heating water, pumping water, cooking, as well as even lighting. How can we improve the solar power? So there are three ways which can help us to improve the solar power. Number one, just by placing solar panel in a location direct to the sun. So you make sure that you place the solar panels in a location where uh, direct you may receive the sun direct. Apart from that, measure the angle at which the solar panel is resting. At least you press at a right angle so that all the sunlight should be absorbed by the solar panel. And also place the solar panel where there is no shade or anything blocking the sunlight. So make sure that the solar panel should be placed where there is no hindrance, no shade, so that the whole sunlight should be reaching the solar panel. In terms of advantages and disadvantages, on advantage, uh, solar power is environmental friendly. Solar power is environmental friendly, and also available. It is available every day in Malawi. Uh, we have sun shine all day long, so it is available every day in Malawi. Unlike some of the places, maybe they may have the sunshine within 2 hours, then off it goes. But here in Malawi, almost half the day, 12 hours, you may have the sunlight. It is cheap to maintain, and also panels can be used anywhere. The panels can be used anywhere. In terms of disadvantages, there is high initial cost, more especially when it comes to buying the solar panels. Those solar panels are not cheap at all, they are expensive. So we're saying there is high initial cost, and also requires skill to set up. You need experts to set up the solar panels, making it even expensive, much more expensive. It needs money for panels and batteries. Those panels, you also need the batteries. You also need the batteries, making it further being expensive, and also needs enough space for panels and batteries as well. And lastly, clouds reduce the performance. More especially during rainy season, we have some clouds which may hinder the sunlight to reach the solar panel, therefore reducing the performance. So that makes the end of our topic on farm power, whereby we have listed the sources of farm power. Then we have described each source of farm power. We have also looked on the advantages and limitations of each and every source of power. And we have also looked on some of the ways which will help to improve uh, each source of farm power. Here we are. This is the revision exercise. There are only four questions. There are only four questions here. I expect you to do the exercise, write and send to the number below. you should send the answers to the number below. It is on WhatsApp, or if it is convenient to you, you can even forward on the email address below. So next time, our next topic which we are going to discuss is on it will be on gender and agricultural technology. It will be on gender and agricultural technology. Thank you very much for your participation. I expect you also to participate fully in our next topic. Till then, goodbye.
Yanu kufunafuna mapunziro muzakhala wotumidwa moyo wanu wonse. Ngati simuphunzira anthu azingokutumani ajala kalime ajala kuchwe manyazi ajala katende yanti ndipo anthu ophunzira wandu wotumanso kwambiri. Ndiye ngati simuphunzira skulu akuyikirani apa mukhala otumidwa.